Yeah,
Good
she
job,
did that, Chris.
girl. I knew
Good
you did.
job. Good job, Tony.
Girl, you got
Tony,
it,
good
bro.
job. And she did
Oh,
it with a
live
smile.
in two.
Okay.
What?
She did it. She did it with a smile, y'all. She did it with a smile. You
You're
go, Tony.
you are
Welcome
live.
Yeah,
2018.
she getting it up in 2018, huh, Chris?
Right.
You know you're live, right? You're live.
Uh huh. There it is.
Don't. Oh, so you're gonna do that to me while we live?
Oh,
hey. I don't press the green button. You press the
You
green
want to
button.
do this?
Tony, you
I
the
didn't.
one that
And I
got it.
said you're live.
Hey, you the one that. Hey, you the one that got it up on live when we was on.
Uh huh. Uh huh. She sure did. All right, Tony. We're gonna get started. We're gonna stall you out. We're gonna stall you out, Tony. We're gonna stall you out. But you know, we had to say something in the beginning of the year. You know, we haven't talked to you. You know, it's
That's
been
right.
like that. It's been like that. What's up, Chris?
What's
What's
happening,
good, man? Oh,
man?
see, here she
It's
go.
been,
Hold
it's
on,
been
hold
one of
on, hold
those
on.
days, man. I've
Well,
been running all day.
hold on. I've been running all day too, but check out Tony. She still got her camera up, and she over here doing one of these. You check her out.
Hey, you just want to make sure I'm staying up. You go, girl.
All right, man. So what's
Can't
good? What's
stand
good?
you.
Welcome to Man TV. I'm your host, Richard Hall, and you know I can't do this show without my brother from another mother, Chris
Come on,
Smith.
man. What's
You know,
happening?
man, 2000,
2018.
2018 is what's cracking and what's happening, man. You
Man,
know,
same old thing, man. Got another year, trying to make some bigger moves than the last year. What about you?
man, I'm same thing, same. I'm feeling good this year. I'm in like a interesting space though,
Okay.
you know, because I'm approaching 40
Oh,
this year.
okay.
Yeah, this year I'll be 40 years old in August, so I'm approaching. I guess your bullshit radar just kind of you know
Spikes.
yeah, it kind of spikes, but then your temperament to deal with bullshit just kind of it gets about this big.
So
Like you just don't
basically,
deal with
so
it.
basically, your bullshit meter is almost full.
I think it's overflowing a little bit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's overflowing a little bit to the point where I'm just giving those looks like, mm-hmm,
But
okay.
my thing is this: how you already? How is it almost full? We just started. You got
Well,
the rest of the year to go.
no, because I think what ended up happening there was a shift. I think what's happened is some of the some of the antics or things like that from 2017,
Mm-hmm.
just rolled over into 2018.
Ah,
You
shit.
know,
Okay.
you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, and that's why I'm glad that we're doing this show when we're doing this show because I think a lot of times, people they go into the New Year's, after Christmas feeling all good, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And they
Mm-hmm.
write down their list and some of them start the new year broke, right?
You're right.
They start the new year broke and they're like, I'm trying to get my credit together for 2018.
Guy
Jesus
that
will
Christmas
heal my
knocking
credit.
them out.
Right. And so I wanted us to talk about the whole New Year's resolution thing
Okay.
because low key, I've never really been a big fan of, oh, this is my New Year's resolution. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to accomplish this. I've never really been a fan of that. Have you? Have you been a fan of that?
I mean, it's been a couple of years. I caught myself saying like, okay, I'm gonna do this year, or I want to do this better next year. But I think this year it's just kind of like, you know what? And I think it's been my last couple of years. Like, I don't really have any. I have goals, but my thing is just to continue to get better and better. Like, I don't have
Okay.
like by a certain date this and all that. Like, nah, I'm living, and I know what I want to accomplish.
No, I feel you. I feel you on that. And I mean, of course, before we get like too deep into the show, because I know we're already 4 minutes in, I want to, take a moment just to thank our sponsors for holding us down last year. Ninth Island Culture Club, Shades of Africa, the Urban Sentinel with our very own Reggie Kearney. We just thank you guys so much for holding us down. And of course, we never can forget Gina Johnson Smith, for SPMG Media. Without you guys, we wouldn't be on the air. We
Exactly.
ended out. Yeah, I mean, we ended out last year, Chris. I think with a bang. You know
No,
what
we
I
definitely
mean?
did. We definitely
Yeah,
did.
yeah. We ended out last year with a bang. We we converted over from Blog Talk Radio over to the Facebook platform, which is what we're doing now, which actually makes it even better because low key, people can watch all of our shows not only on our page, but they can go back on our YouTube channel, on the Hot Topics Talk Radio YouTube. You guys can go over to the hottopicstalkradio.com to see the sponsors and also listen to old shows. So I think it's dope. I think it's dope. I do low key. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I do miss the interaction from all of our listeners that we used to have. I do.
I will say that I miss it, but at the same time, I do love the fact that we can still have people participating and
we can
write certain things. I mean, to be honest with you, it's the same. They get to write what they got to say, and it's actually a lot briefer because it's been sometimes where people just be talking and ain't making sense, and we be sitting up there talking about
because this is how I do. You know what I'm saying? Saying?
So it's like you got to take the time to write out what you really mean, and please read it. So that way we don't got to look uneducated reading. You done went to the. Come on, write this out. Read it before you say it.
Right. No, exactly, man. Exactly. So of course, we got to start off the new year right. And so this is going to be a good topic for us to talk about tonight because I think a lot of times, even in the past, I've seen people set these crazy expectations for themselves.
Right.
I mean, I'm low key kind of guilty of it too. I'm not gonna lie. First weekend, I'll be the guy at the gym with my wife. Joining some membership.
Going hard.
Oh, yeah, going hard for a solid 2 months, maybe. I mean, hard. But then, birthdays come around, you start eating real good.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day come around, you going out to dinner. And me, I'll be honest, I'm not that disciplined. If I want a steak, I'm gonna have a steak. If I want some mashed potatoes with that steak, I'm gonna have mashed potatoes with that steak.
Yeah.
But I know, so I'm a realist. I understand, So, I mean, I just try to manage it. So now I guess instead of saying I'm gonna look like Tyson Beckford or whatever by summertime,
yeah.
Because I think that's the thing.
Because we all do them unrealistic goals, but at the same time, it be to push us a little harder.
Right. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm about to, I'm about to have that body I had when I was 16, 17,
2 weeks.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm going to have it I just need to knock out 50 push-ups, man. I'm good.
Right.
And so we set these unrealistic expectations. So, one of the things that I can honestly say is I'm going to say, I'm going to be present in every single moment this year.
What you mean by that?
Well, not being so sidetracked, because I have a lot going on all the time. On the phone, working, doing this, doing that. And so my goal is to be present this year, and really just, not really just this year, but to be really extremely present.
Yeah.
Throughout. Okay, we had a comment. Corinthia, she said, I make short-term expectations. I like that. I like that.
Because you make sure you accomplish it,
Yeah.
So you move forward until you've accomplished that. So that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I dig something like that because if you don't, set yourself up so big, I'm gonna make $100,000 in the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have goals like that, or you have the people that have been in bad relationships, right? All of a sudden, the new year's rolling around. New year, new me. I'm dumping him. If he don't do this, I'm dumping him. And they'll probably be good for the first week, 2 days.
Yeah. Now, bottom line, she talking about, if he don't do this, I'm dumping him. She's still with his ass, and he's still the same from 2017.
Right, he's still the same. Or she's still the same,
Because, if you really look at it, is there really any difference from last year to this year? You talking about 2017 versus 2018? It's just nothing but a month that went by, or almost a month that's went by.
Right.
To me, I don't look at it as it's a new year. It's just another day.
Right.
And I feel like you should make goals for yourself, regardless of whatever time of the year. You should just always have things that you're pushing towards. I think when we start really trying to like just go by, oh, because it's a new year. I think it's unrealistic because you're practicing something that you don't do on a regular. You can really only do what you practice, because if
Right.
you don't practice it, it's not going to be consistent. You know?
Right. You have to be consistent. I think that's good you said that, because you have to be consistent,
Yeah.
with everything. And I mean, the only thing that I can honestly say that I'm really trying to focus in on, though, like, I have one New Year's resolution,
Okay.
just
What's
one,
that?
is to, when people reveal themselves to you, believe them.
Okay.
And because here's my thing.
I go my whole life.
Well, no, I feel you. You've been like that your whole life, right? When people reveal themselves to you, believe them. And I'll say that. I'll say that. I've been saying that for a minute, but I don't think I've been really taking my own advice with that.
What made you feel like that?
Well, okay. Well, it's a combination of things, but I had a situation that happened, right? So I went to Vegas for,
Okay.
for New Year's, right? Me, my family, we had an amazing time. We had an amazing time. And so I'm not really too big on, like, the big turn up anymore.
What you mean, like
You
as
know.
far as going out, drinking? Like,
Well, no, I'm down to have some drinks and stuff like that. We chilling and kicking, but when I got my kids with me,
yeah,
me,
it's a
my
different
wife, and
turn
kids,
up.
it's a different level of turn up.
Yeah. It ain't
And
really even turn up. It's just really turn it on.
exactly, exactly. And so, New Year's was absolutely perfect. It
Yeah,
really was dope. We stayed at a friend's house, out there, and we cooked, and I went to the grocery store. We all had a dish that we were all making and things like that.
that's cool.
And, and because of the expectations of, the people that were supposed to be there,
Yeah.
I ended up spending like $100 of food on food that, quite frankly, I didn't have to spend.
What you mean? Was this
Well,
like
what?
that y'all cool with, or was it
Yeah,
just
no,
like
this is like,
you was
yeah,
kicking it with people and you had some random people?
no, this is not random. Cause me, I'm a little old school. I don't want to bring in the new year with some random people and stuff, because I take that moment to, like, pray with my family, to pray with my close friends, and to talk about the things that we're thankful for that we've accomplished in 2017. And, it's like an intimate moment for me and my family and, my
Yeah,
close friends.
I got you.
And so just to have some randoms over, wasn't really the idea, unless, I mean, granted, it's not my house.
Right.
So, unless the person of the house who owns the house invites people over, that's not my call. But
Mm-hmm.
this was a situation where close friends, that we consider like family, over at the house, things like that. Now, everybody has situations, and I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has circumstances that they deal with. You know, everybody was supposed to be at the house at like 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Because different people were making dishes and stuff.
Right.
So I made my macaroni and cheese, and you know how my macaroni and cheese is.
Yeah, but get to the story though.
I am. So I made my macaroni and cheese, and making mac and cheese alone, the amount that I made, that costs like $60 right there if you make
Right.
real mac and
You
cheese
make
from
a big
scratch.
yeah.
Yeah. Then my wife, we bought some roast, and then bought some chicken, and then our other friend, made some candy yams, and
So y'all bought a lot of food. Y'all
bought a
bought
lot of food. Bought a lot of food. Uh, like at 7 o'clock, um, or 7:30, just get a random. We're not going to be able to make it because we don't have no way to get there, or whatever the case may be.
you
Right.
cooked all this food for three, y'all.
Right, for three of us and the kids. you know,
Right.
not going to be able to make it. And so, low key, I mean, at first I understood, because,
Yeah.
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, and I'm just gonna put it out there, man, because, at the end of the day, when you love people, you got to let them know how you feel. If you don't like shit, you got to say shit. That's it.
Right.
And so, I'm mad because this person, wanted to bring a random person over to another person's house,
Okay.
right? The owner of the house. So this person said, "Hey, can I bring such and such and such and such?" And, I guess it was one of those situations where it was like, oh no, it's okay. We really didn't want to, because we got our kids there. They're in their
So
PJs.
basically, this is the people that were supposed to come, and they wanted to invite somebody new.
Right. I've never
And
met them.
so
Yeah.
they just didn't come, even though they said they was bringing all these people.
Well, just bringing to a couple,
Okay.
but I guess it was one of those situations where because they couldn't come, 15 minutes later, mind you, I came from out of town. I don't even
Right.
see this person all of the time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm brother, and all, and Anjali's sister, and all this type of stuff. And I'm sitting here looking like, okay, so you didn't come because you just couldn't make it. That part I'm not angry about.
So
Okay,
that's what basically got you on that then.
well, no, I'm not even angry about that. If you didn't have a ride, it was like, oh, okay, whatever, cool, no problem. The part that I get frustrated about, this is where it's kind of shitty to me. This is where it's shitty, dog.
What?
Okay. Well, no, we're just going to stay in and we're just going to stay at the house and this and that. Oh, I wish we could be there,
That's
blah,
what they
blah,
felt
blah.
like doing.
Right? That's fine. But this is what happens. So the next morning, I see a Facebook post, a picture.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Who took the picture?
Hey, see, that's why I don't be liking Facebook, man. All this social
Wait.
media stuff, because you up here looking at this picture talking about who the fuck took that picture.
Wait,
You can't just like the damn picture. You look at the picture like, well, who the fuck took this picture? Because I see him there and she right there.
Right. So now it's one of those situations where I'm like, okay, so you blew us off. Like we drove, 200 something miles. We drove 200 something miles. You blow us off for some people that live local, like just because they couldn't come over, to the house or whatever, because, or for whatever reason. Now you just chilling over there, and then I see the picture. So I come and I'm like, oh, nice selfie. Like, oh yeah, we just gonna stay in. No, I'm just saying, nice selfie because
nice picture.
Yeah, nice selfie. Because I'm wondering still, like, who took that picture, man? Who took it? And so it's kind of frustrating to me because this person will be all, bent up in arms if people go out there to Vegas and can't hang out or whatever the case may be with them, and yet it was one of those situations where it was like, okay, I spent all this money on food when
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I spent all this money on food.
It's like you feel like you wasted time. You like, at the end of the day, I didn't have to cook that much. I could have just made a little bit.
Man.
Or we didn't have to make it at all. We could have just had something else.
Right. That's like you invite me over to the house for dinner, Chris. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. What you need me to bring, dog? And then you're like, oh, man, you bring the drinks. And I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, by the way, can I bring Tommy? And you're like, who's Tommy? Oh, you remember you met Tommy over there at the such and such, remember?
I got the gist of
it. Yeah. But then all of a sudden,
my thing is, I don't know if that's
bullshit.
I don't know if that's worth staying mad. I mean, it's one of those things where
it's a pattern, though.
You know how to make all this food, right? So, next time you better let me know. I ain't messing with y'all again. It's
Yeah, and no doubt, I'll do that. I will definitely do that. And I appreciate that.
My question though.
Yeah.
Is that consistent? So do they do stuff like that on the regular?
Well, to me, that was a moment that happened where I was like, damn. I was just like, wow. Like that's kind of.
I think you jumped the gun on that though. I think you prematurely jumped the gun on that.
No, I didn't.
Because it's my thing. You said you were going to see people for how they are. So my thing is, in situations where you've known a person like for a little bit, if they haven't done something like that before, I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's one of those.
To me,
you could just say, "Oh yeah,
well,
and I get it."
Okay, well, there's been things that have happened before. Not to this extent, but there have been things that have happened before, and I'm just like, wow, that's just crazy. It's been a few years, since something happened. But now it's like, don't get me wrong, there's no love lost or anything like that. There's no love lost.
Hey, it sounds
No.
like it is.
Well, no, there's no love lost. No, I promise you.
Hey, you still got half that mac and cheese left in your refrigerator.
No, I don't. I left that shit in
Hey,
Vegas.
hey,
I
you forcing the
left,
kids. You forcing the kids to take that shit for lunch.
eat that mac and cheese.
You know
Eat
what you
every
ate for lunch
bit.
today, Daddy? I hate macaroni and cheese. You
Eat the
better get
mac
the
and
goddamn
cheese.
Tupperware. Get the Tupperware.
Right. You told me you wanted mac and cheese. Take the mac and cheese.
Hey, you got them going to school talking about I'm throwing this shit in the truck.
Right, eat mac and cheese. I made enough probably to last a whole month, man. And I left a whole thing of mac and cheese out there in Vegas.
Hey, so the funny thing is, look, you were staying over somebody's house, right?
Yeah.
Y'all asses tried to be slick. You packed your bags and left the macaroni and cheese in her refrigerator.
Well, no. You don't take the mac and cheese. You don't take the dish that you made for somebody. You don't do that.
Hey, look, she calling y'all before y'all drive up. Hey, bruh. You know,
I know, right?
get that goddamn, get the mac and cheese. I don't want it.
Oh man, no, that's real. And maybe I am being a little too. Maybe I'm being a
You
little
definitely
too
are.
mean or whatever. Possibly. But see,
You
there's
are.
a pattern. No, I don't think so. Because there's a pattern of other things too. And so it's like, okay, maybe okay, I'll take a look at myself. I'll take a second look, Chris. And
I mean, I think
but I think my bullshit dar though is like it's like this right now.
no, that's just your ass getting old, so you starting to have a short temper.
Maybe that's what it is too.
Not to say that that's old, because at the end of the day, it's not. But
Older.
you are how you act. So
I'm getting older.
If
Yeah.
you grumpy and you older, your ass is old. If you ain't grumpy and you older, you still
Well, I'm
ain't
not grumpy.
thing.
I'm not grumpy. I'm not grumpy. I just don't like certain things.
You don't like
That's all.
bullshit. It's like at the end of the day,
That's all it is.
Because I know the passion you put in when you making your mac and cheese. You want it to be good. So it's like at the same
Right.
time, you coming in here, you checking on it. You like, okay, it's cool. Man, I can't wait till they tell me how it tastes. And then you only got the regular people that always eat it telling you how it tastes.
Right.
So you was feeling some type of way.
Well, it was a combination of that, but then it was like if it was an issue of a ride or whatever the case may be, it could have been, hey, I rode 10 minutes up the road to pick y'all up. No biggie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we gonna let that go, man. We gonna let
All
that go.
There it is.
I'm gonna say the bullshit like everybody else. New year, let's go.
Yeah, New Year. There it is. There it is. New Year. New Year.
Hey, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm salty. Yeah. I'm salty for real, Tony. I'm for real. You know what? And speaking of Tony, you know what? I hit Tony up when I was in Vegas, man.
Don't put her out there. Hey, see, hold on. You know what? I gotta come to her defense. Because you bailed
She was
out
tired
on me last time. So y'all both even.
So we even now. We even now. I think, you know what it was? Honestly, I think we were all kind of overwhelmed, which I know Tony, she's really good at entertaining people and stuff like that. So, yeah, no, of course there's no love lost. She already told me. She was like, I'm so sorry, Ricky. And I was like, it's all good.
So, look, this is my thing. So what other New Year's resolutions? Like, so you're not thinking of anything else? Because my thing was this. Everybody, because this is the part that I hate. Because I go to the gym. So my thing is, now that I'm back at and I'm at the gym, I got to worry about all the treadmills be taken up every single day now. All these people that want to lose weight and going to be done with it before January over. Yeah. So I got to weed out all these people just so I can get the type of workout that I like to have, because I get tired of people standing behind me talking about, hey, you almost done? You almost done? No, brother, stop looking at the clock on my goddamn treadmill. Shit, I'll tell you when I'm done. But, but I want to know shit. I want to know from basically everybody who's still fat, talking about they want to be thin by the end of the month, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you about to go in on some fat girls. There you go.
That's why you got to say,
you about to go on.
Talking about in general.
Because I know you, Chris. You want to talk about fat people.
I always try to start some shit. I'm just
no, because I know. I know you. We've been doing this show how long? And I've known you how long now?
But why do you think I'm dissing the women, though? Why do women got to be a part of that?
Because you're about to say something like, look, if you wear a size, 32, don't wear a size 7. If you wear... That's what you're about to say.
Bullshit. See, I'm going to tell you like this. Ladies,
all right, go ahead.
Don't let this man make you think that he is on your side or that he.
I didn't say I was.
No.
I didn't say I was.
See, the brother wants to tear me down every time we do the show. But
that is not true.
Okay, I'm here for everybody. If you're fat, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I'm gonna tell you you're fat. Well, you shouldn't tell her that. Damn it, you
See,
feel
I knew
like
you were about to go there. I knew you were about to go there. I knew it. If you're fat, damn it, you're fat.
Hey, no,
Love
you're right.
yourself.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. You see these right here? These are gonna come down to this real soon. Just give me some time. Like I said, I'm back in there. I'm on the track field right now, so we on some serious stuff. But only because I have some
Hey, that's
vacation
good.
coming up in June, so got to be ready for that.
Hey, that's good. Where you going on in June?
I don't know. I forgot, but it's somewhere in Mexico.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Hey, man, you know what? There's nothing wrong with consistently, being healthy and things like that. But you know what? Interesting thing that I'm trying to focus on this year
What?
is increasing my financial IQ.
And how do you do that?
Well, I mean, just through research, like researching new things and really just honing in, because it's one thing to know how to make money, like working every day, going to job and things
Yeah,
like that. But I'm talking about increasing my financial IQ when we start talking about currency, the stock market,
yeah. Like,
cryptocurrency.
mm,
Cryptocurrency is a big thing right now. That's huge. And so I've been diving into that, big time, seeing what's going on with like Bitcoin and Ethereum and
hey,
Litecoin.
we ain't sponsoring nobody out here.
Well, no, we're not sponsoring anybody, but what I'm saying is that I think it's something that's good that we should kind of low key talk about at some point because
It is. Have you done a lot of research on it yet?
I've been checking it out, like for real.
Because to be
Yeah,
honest with you, there are two different things as far as like Bitcoin, and there's another one, but one of them is better to invest in right now. Bitcoin is not the one,
right.
and
You're
there
right.
there's you just got to do your homework before you
Well,
invest in
no,
it.
that's true.
But my thing is this: outside of wanting to increase your knowledge, like what are certain things that you think people should be trying to do as far as like setting goals? Like, should we be setting goals? Like, is my question.
Well, of course. I think as human beings, it's important, to just set goals. Period.
Okay.
So that you can, even if it's just a daily goal, like it could be something as simple as waking up every morning at, like let's say if you normally wake up at 8 o'clock to start your day. Let's
Okay.
say you make a goal of waking up every morning at 6:30, so that you can, walk around the block. Just start off something simple,
Okay.
or maybe because goals are important, man. We have to have something to do. Because I think if we stay stagnant, then we have nothing to do. We
Right.
have nothing to accomplish. Life is just whatever. Life just accidentally happens. And so you do have to have personal goals. But my thing with the whole New Year's resolution thing is people set unrealistic goals to me. Now, there could be some type A personalities that say, hey, you know what? I checked out my fat to weight ratio, my fat
Yeah.
to lean muscle, boom, boom, boom. This is
Uh,
what my target is, and this is they're smart about their goals. Like I know a guy named Sean.
uh,
Sean, he has all the chest device, he has the wrist device. He's been disciplined, but it didn't start January 1st.
okay.
You know, it started for him like back in like I want to say September, October, where
Okay.
he's building himself up, not to say, oh, I'm trying to look like Vin Diesel or I'm trying to look like Tyson Beckford. His whole thing is look, man, I want to be wealthy and I got to be healthy, and
Yeah.
so I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle so I
Well, I
can
mean,
do
and
this and this
everybody,
and this.
everybody takes their own ways as far as how they want to, start off their goals and,
Yeah,
take. Because you're right. I mean, I think if anything, if you are getting serious with it, you maybe shouldn't start at the beginning of the year. Maybe it should be something you're transitioning to going into that new year. So that way it's already set in stone what you've been doing and
right,
keeping the consistency. But,
right.
everybody has their ways of, doing it. So, I mean, I don't know if necessarily if that's the right way for everybody. But, I
Well,
mean,
yeah, and that's true.
but when you say like realistic goals, like tell me some goals that you feel like people say they're just unrealistic.
An unrealistic goal to me is, um, I'm going to get a 750 FICO score in 2 months.
Who talks like that?
People people talk like that. I'm gonna
Okay.
get 750 in 2 months, or without building like a track record of something good, or it could be something as
Yeah,
simple
like give me
as
something like that's normal, like 750.
the weight thing. Yeah, give me a normal goal. I think that's the main thing.
No,
Like
I'm
you
asking
said,
you because you said the 750. I've never heard anything like give me something
I've
that's
heard
less
that.
common.
I've heard women, say stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave my dude if he don't do this," and I think that's an unrealistic goal to me. I've heard that.
Why do you say that?
Where, well, it's unrealistic because if he's been the same person for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, what is a new digit at the end of a year? How is that going to change him?
She said his time ran out.
Okay, his time ran out. Okay, but I think it shouldn't be if he changes. I think people need to just change their personal policy on how they deal with situations.
Okay.
I think that's really what people
But
should
that
do.
takes it into a different field though when you're saying that though, because at the same time, and for a woman to say, "Well, I'm gonna leave him by next year if he don't do blah blah blah," I mean that's just kind of her way of saying like, I mean, I've given him all the time, and this year I'm not giving him another year to waste my life. So it's like at the same
Yeah, if
time,
he don't
I don't know if
propose
she's
to me this
necessarily gonna
year, I'm
do it.
done.
You said
Yeah.
what?
If he don't propose to me this year, I'm done.
Hey, you got all the
You
men
know?
heart that drop when a woman say something like that. But it's like you should
Yeah.
already understand. If you got to put a man on the time clock like that, baby girl, you ain't gonna get what you want.
Right. No, that's true.
Marriages and
That's real.
relationships don't start with ultimatums. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, I guess I guess the older I get, I don't really think about New Year's resolutions. Honestly, I just want to continue to love my wife, love my family,
Well,
build
hey,
my
look.
kids up. You know what
Let
I'm
me go
saying?
into mine. Let me go into my
Yeah.
unrealistic. And it's not
Yeah.
unrealistic, it is, but I'll explain it to you. So my thing is this:
Okay.
when you talk about people saying unrealistic goals, for the people that say I'm going to lose or I want to lose this amount of weight by a certain time and still be eating bullshit. That's when I say it's
Yeah.
unrealistic. And it's
That's
not because
unrealistic.
I don't think that they can meet that goal, but it's like at the same time, like, why you still eat the same if you want to if you want to lose that weight? It's like
Right.
you don't go to the gym on a consistent
Right.
basis, but you still talking about because I just got to get myself into this, and guys. I mean, I don't know because guys don't really talk about losing weight like that. We might
No.
talk about I want to tone up, I want to cut up.
Right.
We talk
Yeah.
like that, but it's like for women,
Yeah.
it's like they more so talk about losing weight. And if you still going to McDonald's every day, you're not gonna
Right.
lose weight like that.
No,
So
you're
my
not
thing
gonna lose
is,
weight.
you're not. So my thing is, if that's your goals for this year to lose a certain amount of weight, like really get serious about it. Really
Hmm.
start eating healthier, drink more water. Like that's the type
Right.
of stuff that I want to talk to people about. Because my thing
Right.
is this, and don't announce this. This is another thing. Don't announce your goals if you really haven't ever taken your goals serious in the first place. Just stay
Right.
humble, stay quiet, start
Just stay
working on it,
focused.
let other people talk to you about it, but don't bring it up.
Right. No, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, it's like the simple thing of instead of being so focused on losing weight, just I want to be more, health conscious on what
Right.
I, intake. Like that's a good goal to me. Like for me, that's a good goal for me because, I've been having some cholesterol issues
Mm-hmm.
recently. You
Okay.
know, and it's not to the point where it's like, oh, I have to take cholesterol medicine or anything. But my
Right.
doctor told me, hey, you kind of want to watch your cholesterol a little bit, you know. And I said, oh, okay. She was like, yeah, it's been high for like 6 months. It's been a little bit on that border,
Okay.
on the last couple blood works that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that she's saying, oh, you got to go this and that. You got to go hard and swim 100 laps and you got to do this and that.
Told you get your ass in the gym. Your
Yeah,
cholesterol.
she basic
Get your
in a
ass.
nice way. In a nice way, that's what she was saying. But more importantly, she's telling me to, check my diet a little bit. You
But
know.
I'll tell you like this. And what's interesting that you're talking about that, I've actually been saying this year I want to take my health a little bit more serious. And what I mean by that is I want to do all my checkups and my appointments like I'm supposed to. I want to
Yeah.
eat a little bit healthier this year, drink more water. Like I ended the year drinking a whole lot of water. So I kind of
I
said,
bet you feel
okay,
good
I
too,
want
huh?
to, oh, hell yeah, I have more energy.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
noticed, like I remember before, I couldn't even have certain meals without a soda. I can't even tell you the last time I had a soda. Like that's how bad.
Man. Hey, you saw my jug, right? Did I ever show you my water jug?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it earlier tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. My big water jug, dude. I fill this up now because you heard about the kidney stone that I had, right? On the
Yeah,
off
you were
season?
telling me about it. Yeah, last year.
Oh my God. Yeah. The thing kicked my butt. I've been staying away from
Much
soda ever
water.
since then. Yeah. Ever since the kidney stone, I'm done. Like I really don't do soda like that anymore.
But I'll tell you another thing too though, because it's like some people don't understand that goals don't have to be something like amazing. It could be just
Right.
something as simple as I want to spend more time with my kids this year. I want to put more
Right.
time into my relationship this year. I want to get closer to God. There's a
Right.
lot of things that you can actually say that you want to do, and I forgot the first person that was commenting tonight, but short term things, just things that or say, hey, I want to start reading the Bible this week. Like it's just different things
Right.
like you can
See,
actually
those are good goals. Those are
right.
good goals. I think that's dope. I think that's dope. Those are excellent goals because those are obtainable goals. Those are doable goals.
Right.
And I think that's really what we have to do as people is just set realistic goals, man.
But think
You
about it
know.
like this too, because I don't want to call anybody's goal unrealistic. Because at the same time, that might look like a mountain to you, whereas it just might look like a little hill to somebody else.
No, I
Depending
feel you.
depending on how serious they are about it. So at the
So
same time,
losing 80 pounds in 2 months is realistic.
I'll tell you like this: I know people that done it. I not
80
like
pounds?
personally,
80
not
pounds?
personally.
Oh,
Like 50, like 50.
okay. I've heard of 50. You have to
Yeah.
like starve yourself, but 80, that's
Well,
a whole
watch this.
person. Unless you're
Watch
smoking
this.
crack,
There's
you
so many
know.
different things nowadays people are doing that are unhealthy outside of working out, and it's one of those things I think I'll even tell people too when they're taking certain pills and it's helping them lose weight and they're going on all
Yeah.
these programs, but at the same time, don't feel good about yourself because it's not you, it's the pill. If you get your butt in that gym, that's when you should start feeling good about yourself. Because my thing is this: even though you're losing the weight, it don't mean you're healthy. It just means
Right.
that you've lost some weight in an unhealthy way. Because at the same time, your body is not knowing what you're capable of doing because it's lost all this weight in a short amount of time and it don't even know what it is.
Right. No, that's true because there's a lot of pills out there, man. People got to be
Oh,
careful with that
yeah.
because I know a couple years ago, man, it really sucked. A couple people died from that stuff.
Well,
You
my
know.
thing is take the pills to get started, but don't let
Yeah.
that be your end all to becoming a healthier person this year. Like, do what you have to do to give yourself a kickstart, but it's like at the same time, grind, work for what you want. The problem
Yeah.
with most people nowadays is they don't want to work for nothing.
Instant
Everybody wants
gratification.
everything handed
Well,
to
no,
them.
that's the thing. Yeah. No, you're right, and I think we live in that insta relationship, insta money,
Mhm.
insta everything has to be right now type of environment. And I think that's why, because, low key, there's a lot of competition within people's, within themselves, what they're dealing with,
That's just
especially if you're
stuff built in
single.
their head. They running their own race. It ain't no
Yeah,
competition.
no, that's
Own
true.
race.
I agree. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I
Hmm.
think a lot of times people can get, they can buy in to, looking how everybody else is doing in their life,
Yeah.
and they buy in, and then they either get depressed or they do bad things, make bad judgment calls to
Yeah.
try to be like that other person, you know. And so
Watch
yeah, I
this.
mean,
Watch
yeah,
this. I'll tell you like this, and I think for most women that have been single for a long time, maybe this year you want to not lower your standards because I know how y'all get so emotional and so
uh oh,
upset every
uh
time I
oh,
say that. Maybe not lower your standards, but adjust some of your standards to allow other men to be, I don't know, I guess in your radar because I'm like this. If you've gone all these years and you keep saying, I want a man, I want a man, I want a man, but you haven't made any type of changes to adjust to a new man, then maybe you want to start doing some other things to attract different men. going to other races and all that kind of stuff. And I know people aren't too fond of doing stuff like that, but I'm like this.
Yeah, some people really trip out on that. You know that,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Like a lot of people really trip out on that.
and my thing is, I'm never gonna, force somebody to think that that's what they should be doing. But my thing is this: if you're complaining about not having a man or a woman every single year, maybe there are some things you need to change within yourself to maybe entertain those people that you do want in your life. I'm just
Right.
saying.
No, that's true. That's true. I mean, sometimes, I mean, we talked about that one show where the expectations are just so high and so unrealistic, where it
Mhm.
becomes petty. You
Right.
know, it becomes to the point where it's like really petty. Or even us guys, sometimes we have that uh,
Keep it.
fake. We have that idea in our brain of what we want. What'd you say?
I said just to keep it real. Don't think. Just say it. Just let it
Well,
come out.
what I'm saying is that we have that thought in our brain of what this woman should look like, filters and all. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Instagram, the Instagram, Facebook woman.
right, the
The
Instagram,
woman that looks
Facebook
like she in
woman,
the gym every day.
every day. Like, understand, this woman don't have a job. She probably got a business or something, or yeah, we don't know what's going on with her life. Maybe she has somebody that pays for all that. You know what I mean?
Oh, they
So
do.
exactly,
They are
How-
sponsored. Like, bottom line is that fellas,
see,
you
I don't
gotta
know how it all works.
you gotta be more realistic about what you're looking at. All these filters and angles and all that stuff. Shit can
Right.
kill you
Got
for
to
you
do the good
with the
angles.
wrong woman.
Got to do the good angles.
Right.
You
You
know.
got the whole little side profile and all
Right.
of this.
You know.
You got to be careful with that stuff, fellas. All you looking for is a woman that can cook for you. Hopefully she can cook. I don't know if that's your thing, but that's my thing. The woman better be able to cook because she can't be in
Man,
this.
of course she got to cook.
Huh?
Of course she got to be able to cook.
That's at least some rice. Cook something.
At least some eggs. Hey, speaking of cooking, man, we got to mention our sponsors again, man.
Yeah.
Of course, make sure you guys go over to the hottopicstalkradio.com /sponsors to check out our sponsors. Shades of Africa, SPMG Media, as well as Urban Sentinel. Go over to the hottopicstalkradio.com website and just click sponsors. Click on that. Just click on the link that says sponsors, because when you do that and you go into one of the stores or you do business with any of our sponsors, mention Man to Man TV or mention the Hot Topics Talk Radio
And they
station,
gonna show you love.
and they're gonna show you mad love. They're gonna show you mad love.
Well, you gonna get it all.
Yeah, you're going to get a discount. So make sure you go over there, hottopicstalkradio.com, and check out sponsors, Shades of Africa, SPMG Media, and Urban Sentinel. So, okay, Chris. So we got 15 minutes left on this show, man. And we covered like some decent things.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't talk about the people that fell off. Like, what happens if, I mean, right now it's what? What's today's date? The 15th, 16th, something like that?
Today's the 17th, 18th.
Okay, so today's the 18th. Is
Mm-hmm.
there anything that, like, say you set a goal at the beginning of this year, right?
Yeah.
And you fell off already? Like, is there anything where you're like, dang, I missed that? Like, because you mentioned that you wanted to be healthy now. So,
Yeah.
what kind of things have you been doing?
I mean, to be
And
honest with you,
ha-
like just eating healthier. Like I said, we just started a track the other day, so it's like there's certain things that I'm getting ready to do with that. Haven't started running the track field yet. That's coming next year, only because of some health stuff. I had to chill one more
yeah,
week, but at the same
yeah.
time, like I've already started, just doing little things here and there as far as just working out around the house and just getting
Okay,
myself.
good.
As of like Monday, I will be running at least 2 to 3 times a week. And, not
Yeah,
nothing major. I ain't out there doing like 10 miles and nothing like that. I'll start off doing a couple miles here and there, 1 to 2 miles. And then,
yeah.
hopefully throughout the year, I'll pick it up to like 3. And then maybe, who knows, I can get up to like 5 and start thinking about, getting prepared for like
The
marathon.
marathon.
But that's like later on down the line. But just right now, I'm already doing little things and I'm on it. So,
Okay, okay. So you haven't missed the boat yet. You've been consistent. You've been doing your thing.
Well, like I said though, I haven't really said like, okay, so starting off this year, I'm gonna do it like this. They're like, for the most part, I'm just kind of I already started in last year, so I'm just continuing everything. So I'm not really
Right.
like, oh, I have a date on something right here. I know my ass want to be a lot cut up more and slimmer come
Okay, so
June.
you're trying to look like Tyson Beckford. That what you're
No, I'm
saying?
trying. Stop saying that man name. Do you like him? You just said this
I'm
gonna
just
be
saying
trying.
that's the only model
You
dude
gonna be
I
his
know, dog.
publicist after this.
Man, whatever, dude. I don't know. I don't know all the
I want to.
model
Hey,
names.
I want to look like myself. I don't care about nobody else. I want to look like myself.
Oh my god.
And when I go onto
Oh
the
my
beach,
god.
all I want somebody to say, "Damn, you the best looking Chris I've ever seen." So I can say thank you.
Man, I heard that, man. Well, do your thing, man. You know, there's nothing
What
wrong with
about you
that.
though? These 18 days down. What can you say?
Um, 18 days in, man. You know, I'm just honing in and just trying to stay focused, man. Just doing some of the things that, I kind of started last year. Was able to really accomplish some things for my family,
Yeah.
and I kind of got like this little checklist of things that I plan on doing within the next 5 years. So it's not really, you know, just for this year alone. I'm on target,
Okay.
which is good,
You have any goals
and
that you want to put out there, or because you're saying goals, but I don't hear you saying nothing. So
yeah, because I like to just keep it to
okay,
myself,
okay, I got you.
just do it, and then just be like, boom, I picked up that new whip, boom, I've got this little thing, boom, I've been, just home, that's all. I'm just
basically,
trying to better
basically,
myself.
you just want to show up like this is the shit I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. You got this
That's
little
it.
thing the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, but Chris, you know me. I've always been that way, right?
Yeah.
I've been that way. I was sitting there. I remember a couple years ago, no, about 10 years ago, same thing. Just all of a sudden, just busted out. But I like to do stuff like that because I'd rather not talk a big game and just do action. Just
Come
do
on, brother. You
action.
gotta motivate though. You gotta
Yeah,
motivate.
I am motivated. But see,
So this is my
but
thing.
yeah, I motivate myself.
But see, watch
I
this though.
motivate myself.
You can't motivate yourself no more. We got a platform, baby. We gotta motivate people. We gotta tell them. So look, baby, this is my goal for this year. And bet when I get there, you gonna see it. And I'm gonna show you how hard when you work hard, or how when you work hard, things do come true. Come on, man. We gotta motivate people.
And that's great. You know what? I am not Al Sharpton or TD Jakes or Creflo. I am not a
Or Tyson
motivator.
Bedford.
Oh damn! Here you go. No, and I am not Tyson Beckford. But I don't know. Let me work on this six. Let me work on this keg right here. I'll be good.
Hey, look, yeah, I got a cup. Let me guess.
Yeah, let me let me work on this keg, and I might turn it into like a 2 pack. Oh man, no, I mean I just think whatever makes you happy. Like I have certain things that make me happy.
Yeah.
Um, like I'm trying to like one of the goals that I'm trying to get ready for. Like I'm of course kids in college. I'm trying to
Oh,
get all their tuition together.
yeah.
I got one that's a senior right now, so I'm working on their tuition. I got another one that's a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Working on getting them into college and things like that. And then also just setting the mindset with my kids to even go to that next level. So
Yeah.
that's like one of my personal goals this year and over the next few years is just honing
Okay.
in on stuff like that. Um, you know, that's
I like that.
I'm all, what I mean? That's really where I've been focused right now.
Yeah.
Um, looking at proper investing so that I can, make good decisions for the family, like build wealth. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm trying to build wealth.
Right.
You
And I
know,
like that because I mean, and I guess it just depends on where you're at in your life and what's most important to you. I mean, my thing is if you're building goals for yourself, it should be this is very important to you, and that's why you're working to move towards that. So
yeah,
yeah, I like that because, like I said, I mean, you're building your family right now, and then as far as your financial side, that's in its own category in its own, by itself. So good for
right.
you, man. Hopefully everything works out just the way you want it to.
I pray it does, and I thank you for that, man. Like seriously, thank you. Because honest to God, man, I have some serious things that I'm trying to accomplish and work on, and I think anybody dreams come true by the steps we take in reality.
Yeah.
If you have a big goal, just write out the incremental steps to get to that big goal. Celebrate each moment. Like that's the thing. That's the thing that's big with me. It could be something as simple as like for some people, like
Mm.
you and I might not have this problem, right?
Okay.
Clothes go to the cleaners, or being able to plan our outfits out for the week. You
Right.
know, we don't have that problem. Be able to see like what's what. Being
Hmm.
able to make appointments to say, okay, I'm going to get my hair cut on this day.
Hmm.
So I think one of the things that people could maybe as a good goal could focus on is maybe being on time to certain things. Like that's maybe one of my little New Year's resolutions.
Hey,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
already know I'm gonna talk shit to you about that.
Yeah, that's one of my little things. Being on time to stuff.
Okay,
But
okay, okay,
I've
okay.
been good.
So watch this. So let me make it a little bit more interesting for you. What are
Yeah.
your show goals for this season?
I don't know. I don't know.
Ah, man,
I don't I
man.
don't know.
Okay, so look.
But okay, I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Okay, go
Before
ahead.
one show goal is I want us to have more interaction with our audience. That's a
Okay,
goal of mine. So I want to work on the ability to come up with the right topics, that you and I we could talk about. That's
okay.
going to stimulate people within that conversation because we've had some fiery conversations with people.
Oh yeah.
We've had some not so responsive conversations, like tonight. We've had a couple comments. Now some shows we have like, it's just going.
Yeah, but
It's
it was
just
kind
going.
of our fault though. We pushed the show back last week. It's my
Yeah,
fault because
it's
certain
never just
situations
your fault.
for
It's
me.
everybody's. It's
Well,
never just your fault.
I just putting
We
it
a
out
unit,
there.
brother.
I'm just putting it out there because I had some things I had to do, and bills come first, and I had to talk to my producer and say, please don't fire me. Let me. I promise I'll be on time next week.
She cracked the whip.
But my thing was, when we push the show like that,
Yeah,
we kind of make people not forget, but we got to remember. Everybody is doing so much. Everybody has things going
right,
on. Everybody doesn't have the time to just sit here and just
right.
listen. So
That's true.
for the people that do, I appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. I mean, I appreciate all the people that just, come in and listen to the show and check us out, every week. I'm really appreciative of it. And even rocking with us because, we switched the platform,
Oh hell
you know.
yeah! It's like for people to jump from one platform to the next. I mean, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
But I'll
But
tell
so
you
do
like
you,
this: my
uh-huh.
goals
Yeah,
for
tell
this
me your
year
goals for the show.
to be the same crazy motherfucker I am every single week. So at the end of the
Oh,
day, you're not gonna get nothing different. I'm gonna still be me. I'm gonna still talk shit. Please leave comments because I like to hear everything and see everything that you have to say. Yeah, I just plan on being same
oh,
old
damn.
me and giving you
You
the
need
best of
Jesus.
me, giving you a better me than I gave you last year. That's my
You
goal
need
to you.
Jesus. You
What
need
you mean I
Jesus.
need Jesus? I got Jesus. That's the home. We were talking
Okay.
earlier. I
You
drove
got
home.
hold on. You got white Jesus or black Jesus?
See, that's the thing. See, there you go. I got
I'm,
Jesus.
hey,
Ain't
my
no
bad.
little
I've been
Jesus
watching.
on the.
Hey, no, one of my things, man. I've been watching like the Boondocks just nonstop.
Man, I don't even watch that shit.
No, I've been watching the Boondocks. I've been watching Boondocks nonstop, and it just has me cracking up. So that's why I'm saying what I say. White Jesus or black Jesus? Which
You
Jesus you
a
in
mess,
love with?
man. You a mess.
Oh man, I know I'm burnt for that one. Hey,
But I know
so
I'm looking forward to this season. Like my thing is this:
yeah, me too.
we came up with some topics. We need y'all to make sure that y'all give us some extra topics too, because at the same time,
Definitely.
there's a lot of things that him and I might not think about. I say him and I, Richard or I myself might not think about. So we
Yeah,
thought to, drop topics on us. Things that you guys just want to discuss. Hey, crazy thing is
yeah.
I just got out of jury duty today at the same place I was
Oh
doing jury
wait,
duty. They having a case where I guess the parents was
wait. You're not
their
supposed to talk
kids.
about it. You're not
What you
supposed to
talking about?
talk
Man, I'm gonna
about it.
talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. First of all,
Wait, no, you're not supposed to talk about the case.
okay, so watch this. I'm talking about the case because, damn it, I didn't want to
You're
be in
trying to
here in
get
the first
kicked off.
place. I already got kicked off. I told him earlier today. I told the judge, I looked him straight in his face. I said, look, I don't have time for this. I coach about 57 kids in 2 different sports. I don't have time
Oh
for
man.
this. The defense attorney gonna ask me. So if we pick you, are you gonna be able to do the case? Good. I said if you pick me, I'm gonna be pissed off because I've already told you. And hey, they asked me about all type of shit, talking about guns and stuff. I said, look. Okay, I'm just gonna tell it because I don't care.
All right, yeah, please do tell. Tell me
So the
everything.
thing
What
is,
happened?
armed robbery, or no, what not armed robbery? It was attempted homicide. But the thing is, they didn't go into details on how this stuff went down because they were still trying to pick us for the jury. But from the little bit that we heard, it was almost like man caught somebody in the car, he shot him, but shot some other people too on accident trying to hit him. So my thing was, where I'm from, if I catch you in my car, you supposed to get shot, period. There ain't no
All right.
questions asked. I'm not about to be out there like some people. Hey, what are you doing out there? The
Hey,
moment I saw
stop
you in my
it.
car, I was already going to the closet.
Right.
So I already told him. I said that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. And then they asked me. So the judge is gonna tell me, well, what field do you work in? I said I work in the medical field. So he goes, so how do you feel about police officers? I said I got a negative. I have more of a negative feeling towards them than a positive. So he goes, so you're telling me in your job profession, if you have a regular patient versus an officer, you're gonna treat them different? I said no. So that means you should be able to do your job here. I
My
said,
God.
no, this is not my job. He goes, but
Uh-huh.
it's your duty. I said, that's your opinion, not mine. Hey,
Wow.
it
Okay.
was going down today.
I
He
guess
said,
so.
he said, so you're telling me if I ask if you can separate your personal feelings to do the duty at hand, you telling me you're not going to do it? I said, no.
Oh my God. Something's wrong with you.
I swear to God, they didn't want to talk to me no more after that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't bring questions my
Get
way.
your ass out of there. Yeah, go
But, but
home.
see, but see, this is what I get though, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give y'all the real. If you've been throwing your jury duty summonses away, keep doing it. Because at the end of the day, I only went this time because people scared me. They was like, you be throwing them away and you have kids? And I started thinking like, damn, they right. Yeah, I don't want to go to jail for
You're
this.
gonna go to jail. Right.
Bottom line is, hey, I was throwing them away for years. Ain't never had no problem. Throw the damn things away. Don't go. Because like I
Now
said,
you
it's a
know
waste of time.
now you know what's crazy? I have not one time in my life ever received a jury summons.
See?
Never.
Bullshit.
Never. Not
I
one
got
time.
like 5 of those things.
Yeah, I'm that happy about it too. Now watch, my ass gonna get one next week, probably.
Nah, but
But
seriously though, man, you just see how dumb people are.
yeah.
They be asking and saying some of the dumbest stuff. Like I said, I had to sit through 2 days of listening to people either talk about they don't understand English, they talking to a man for 2 minutes, and then he turn around and ask, so do you understand everything I said to you? They said about 50. You just had a 20-minute conversation where you went verbatim with him. And
Right.
and then you gonna turn around and say you understand 50%. I'm done.
That's crazy.
I can't
Hey,
do dumb shit no more.
hey, Emerald said, I wish I could have seen this while it was happening. Chris is wild. You wild.
Hey,
She
no,
said she
swear
wish
to
she
God.
could have been in the court.
Hey, swear to God. So when I got up, because we went to break after they called me, they talking about, man, you crazy. I said all I did was just tell them how I really felt, and I was respectful. I said, Your Honor, because it's the thing. And I know we wrapping up the show in a second, but don't get it
Yeah.
twisted. I respect people in those positions. Those people went to school to work their ass off to get where they are. I respect that 100%. I would never disrespect no judge or anything like that. But I'm gonna tell you like this: they got up in that room talking about state your name, where you from, where you work at, where your wife work at, how many kids you got, what's your kids' names, what school they go to. And watch this: the judge gonna ask me
How much you weigh? When's the
thing.
last time you had sex with your wife?
This the thing. I told him I wasn't disclosing no
Damn.
information like that. That ain't nobody business in this courthouse. Now, if you want to step to the
Right.
side and have this conversation, I'll tell y'all my business. I ain't about to
Wait,
tell
why you gotta do your head like that though? You wanna step to the side?
They ask me questions that got nothing to do with nobody. So the judge gonna ask me, because it's the thing, and it's retarded. They got a paper on screen for us to answer these questions. It says, "What county do you live in?" I said, "I live in blah 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 county," because I ain't telling y'all answers either. I said, "I live in blah 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 county." He gonna say, "Well, what city do you live in?" I said, "Well, Your Honor, I choose not." I said, "Respectfully, I choose not to answer that." I probably was the only person that told him I wasn't going to answer.
So you the angry black man in the court.
I'm not the angry black man. I just choose to answer the questions that he told me to ask.
So you don't know how to. So you the black man that don't know how to follow instructions.
What are you talking about? I just told you I was reading the damn instructions on the board.
But you didn't answer the question.
I didn't need them. Wasn't a part of the. That wasn't a part of the. He said to answer the questions on the board. I did. Anyway,
man, let's close this out, man.
Hey, bottom line, I'm gonna just end the show like this. Fuck Jerry Duty and fuck the dummies that be in it too.
Oh my God, you're a mess. Oh my God. Hey, shout out to SPMG Media for Gina Smith over at SPMG Media. Shout out to you. Shout out to Urban Sentinel. Thank you so much, Reggie Kearney. And shout out to Ninth Island Culture Club and Shades of Africa. And even everybody that chimed in tonight. We couldn't do this show without y'all. So thank you for commenting. Thank you for continuing to show us support. And make sure whatever you do, share the show. Because what's going to happen, Chris, if once the show blows up? Go ahead and tell them, Chris. What's going to happen?
Watch this. Shit going to be big, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you are able to leave comments and we can respond, we can laugh, and
we actually see
everything. But I'm going to tell you like this. It's going to get bigger, right? Your comments going to be coming up. We ain't going to see you. You know why we ain't going to see you? Because it's going to be a big following. Get your ass on the show now. Write your comment. I'll tell you like this. When you become a regular, we're going to always make sure to see your comments and make sure to talk about it and do all that. But like I said.
That's right. We'll shout you out. Yep.
It's a new year. Get on. I'm telling you. We ain't going to see them comments in a minute.
Exactly. Hey, what's up, Carolyn? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. So everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. You've been watching Man to Man TV with Richard Hall and Chris Smith. We're going to bring you some fire shows. So make sure you go over to the page, like the page, Man, the number 2, Man TV. Share that page with your friends. And also send us some messages. Let us know what type of topics you want us to talk about and all that good stuff. And we will talk to y'all in a minute. It's been real tonight, Chris, on Man to Man TV. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Peace, y'all. Have a good week.
Have a good week.